Okay, hi everyone.
Hi everyone.
Welcome to Inside the Life J&S. My name is Stevie, and I am with my lovely co-host over here, who is also my best friend.
Jamie.
And we are just wanting to start this podcast because we do have a YouTube channel. However, we are very, very bad at actually editing anything and getting on there with it, which we are trying as hard as we possibly can. But right now, we decided to go the podcast route because it's a little bit easier to deal with, kind of use. I sounded like I was about to cry right there. But it's easier to use, easier to do, that kind of stuff.
Easier to talk.
Yeah, it's pretty much like just us talking back and forth, so you guys get to hear a basic rant between Jamie and I.
Yeah.
And we talk about a lot of things. And this episode right now, we are going to be talking about just kind of introducing you guys to us, introducing you guys to what life is like for us right now. Talk about some of the issues we've gone through 2019 and 2020. We may not get too in depth right now with things. We might save that for a little later. But you guys can also let us know, what kind of topics do you guys want us to talk about? Do you want us to talk about cars, money, ways to get money,
Yeah.
journaling, editing, how I edit, any type of topic? I'm sure Jamie and I will pretty much talk about.
Yes, we will. We usually do.
Yeah. So right now we're going to get down to business and we are going to talk about who we are exactly. And I will start with me. So, you know what? I'm going to let my co-host here, Miss Jamie over here, start with her. So just tell us a little bit about who you are, where you're from, different things you like to do, don't like to do.
So, I'm Jamie, and I'm from Nagani originally, and I moved over to St. Ignace last June. So I've been here about a year and a half. Almost two years. Holy crap.
Oh.
Because I had recently graduated in May of 2019 along with my co-host Stevie here.
Quick question.
What?
So what exact degree did you graduate with?
I graduated hospitality management.
Okay, and did you get a bachelor's or an associate's degree?
I technically have 2 degrees. I graduated with a general universities, which is like
taking general studies.
Yeah.
Right.
With a minor in hospitality, and then I went back to finish out my and get the bachelor's degree, so I have full
bachelor's
hospitality management degree.
All right, cool. So I forgot to ask at the beginning of this. Sorry to interrupt your story.
It's okay.
But I meant to ask, how are you doing today? What's been going on? How's life going?
Life has been
crazy.
Hectic. Crazy.
Yeah. For the most part, you're doing good, though?
I'm doing pretty good.
Okay. So, yeah, that's a little bit of the background of Jamie. So, pretty much you graduated college last May with a bachelor's in hospitality management.
Yeah.
Now you're living in St. Ignace.
Yeah, I live in St. Ignace now with
me.
Best friend, Stevie.
Yeah. So now I will tell you guys a little bit about myself. So my name is Stevie, but as a lot of people around here know me as Miriam, because that's my legal name. Yes, I'm one of those ones.
She has 2 names.
Yeah.
And I never knew that she had a second name because
until like 2 years into our friendship, roughly.
Yeah, because she introduced me as Stevie. So when somebody said Miriam, I was like, who the heck's Miriam?
Yeah. But yeah, so I was born in Guatemala City in 1995. I was adopted by a wonderful mother named Anita, or as we call her, Mama Neats. And I grew up in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. And I went to school there, graduated high school there, played sports there, had my life there. And then I went on to go to school at Northern Michigan University. And let me tell you, that was a wild ride there.
Yeah. A lot of ups and downs.
Lots of them. It's sad to say, a lot of downs. A few ups here and there, but for the most part, it was pretty good. Could have been better, but whatever. But anyways, so yeah, I graduated. I went to school originally for PE teaching, but some things kind of didn't play out the way I wanted them to, so I ended up going for PE coaching in the end with a minor in health education. So,
how do you feel about that decision?
I mean, in a way, I regretted it, but I'm slowly starting to realize maybe teaching wasn't for me. And I'm starting to realize, which we will get into this topic a little bit later, but yes, I am realizing that maybe guidance counseling is something that I could approach and could achieve in. So, yeah, that's kind of more of where I'm leaning right now. But that, of course, entitles going back to school, which, you know, is going to be a struggle because I'm already in high debt. So that's where my downfall is right now. But, you know, things I'll figure out. And after this year that we've had, you know, with the passing of Mama Neats and everything, it's been quite the whirlwind.
Oh, yes, it has. That was something neither one of us expected to happen.
No. I mean, we had a
feeling,
but of course you never want to admit something like that.
Right.
But if those who are listening, most of you probably know already, but yes, my mom was diagnosed with ovarian cancer in December of 2019. And she made it through all the chemos and everything, but we're not entirely sure what happened. But when she started taking a specific drug or medication, it started causing her shortness of breath, and she got some weakness in the lungs and stuff. And ultimately, in the end, this is what happened. So now we're kind of here trying to pick up the puzzles, figure out what to do next.
Pick up the pieces.
Yeah.
And move forward.
Yeah, and currently we're in the process of moving. Well, not quite yet, but we're in the process of getting things out of here and moved out.
We're downsizing.
Yeah. So if you guys know anyone looking for a car, speaking of downsizing and selling things.
Yeah. She is selling her 2006 Chevy Equinox.
Yeah. I would suggest if you want it, use it probably as a beater car because it's not the greatest. She runs a little rough, a little shaky, but she's got all new wheel bearings and stuff like that.
She's had some work done on her, and so she's...
Yes, this is a shameless plug, by the way. But if you guys go to Jamie's Facebook page, which we will put in the link below, she is selling a lot of my stuff because I'm trying to figure out bills and things like that I don't really have the time to try to figure out selling things.
So I'm helping her.
Yeah, she's kind of like my assistant here.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so other than that, other than the hard times, which we will get more into the difficult times later in our podcast, if you guys really enjoy them, you probably won't because we're kind of dull and boring. But if you guys do enjoy, we hope you want to listen to them, care to listen.
The only way we're going to get anywhere is to just put ourselves out there.
Right, and that's what we've been thinking a lot ever since my mom has passed. We've been wanting to try to get ourselves to be distracted because I know both of us, if we just kind of sit around here, we'd really sink into a low depression.
Yeah.
And so we're trying to keep ourselves busy, trying to keep ourselves going here, figure out what to do, how to pick up the pieces. So bear with us right now for the first episode. It's not really going to have a set layout or a set, like, meaning to it. It's just kind of us
Jumping-
introducing ourselves.
Jumping in cold feet.
Cold.
All with both feet.
Yeah. So, what was I gonna say? Is there anything you would like to add? Like, what kind of things do you want to talk about? Since we're not really that interesting right now, we're just kind of talking.
So, I'll explain more later, but, it's been a whirlwind with, a mental issues that I've been dealing with, which I'll explain
As
more.
I'm sure a lot of people have been dealing with this year,
Yeah.
based on, what's going around.
Uh-huh.
But to top it off, we got double whammy of crap that's happened to us this year.
That we did.
But yeah, we've been kind of both dealing with a lot of mental struggles, emotional struggles, which we will get into because we want to make this podcast as real and as deep as we can for you guys, because we know a lot of you know us, but you don't maybe know quite what really is going on with us. It's kind of like they just see the surface of what's going on,
Yeah.
whereas they're not really seeing the deeper part of us. And
No, this is what our podcast is for, is to have you guys kind of see the deeper part of what's going on inside us.
that was literally what I just said.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so we're just kind of doing this so you guys can see what the deeper side of us is, as we just explained 3 times in a row. So this episode's not really going to be as deep. We're just kind of playing it out, seeing what we can do, see what we can talk about.
Getting it out there.
Yeah. So I'm going to ask Jamie a couple questions.
Okay.
So, what are your current thoughts right now on what's going on with the NFL standings? So we're going to throw you guys into a little bit of sports here. So let me switch screens for a sec. You guys can't see us, but you can hear us, obviously.
Yeah.
So here we go. We got in the American Conference, we got the Patriots right in third. How do you feel about that one? It's not really surprising to me, honestly.
No, because
Being that they don't have Tom Brady anymore.
yeah, they don't. Since they got rid of Tom Brady, they kind of dropped to third place. Which it kind of surprised me that the Buffalo was in first place.
Literally, though, because Buffalo they haven't been doing too hot in the last few years.
No,
Because let's see, last year they were second. 2018, 2019, they were in third. So yeah, the Buffalo Bills, they haven't been known as a great team. They've been okay at best.
Yeah.
But to me, the Patriots, if Tom Brady were still with them, it wouldn't be as shock. It would be a shock if they were in third.
Yeah.
But being that they don't have him, it's not really that much of a shock going on.
No.
So let's check out the West. So Chiefs, I kind of expected them to be in first.
Yeah.
Based on last year's
Super Bowl
win. The Raiders, I mean, they're not doing that hot, but neither are the other teams, so they're kind of like even out right there.
Which kind of surprises me that the Broncos aren't doing that hot, because normally they're
5-11 right now, so
normally the Broncos are pretty
they're pretty high up in the standings.
good. So it kind of shocks me that they're not doing that hot.
Yeah. All right, let's skip down to the AFC North. So right now we got the Steelers, the Browns, and the Bengals. I'm not surprised with those guys. They're not that great at all.
No.
The Ravens
Bengals
and Steelers.
Bengals especially.
Well, last year, remember the Browns were like dead last the whole season.
They're like 1-15 or something.
Something like that. Let's check it out for last year. Because I remember maybe it wasn't last year. Sorry, guys. Might have been 2 years ago. No. This one, 2017-2018. The Browns were 0-16. So they've kind of gone on the up a little bit. But this year's standings for the NFL is not really that surprising because we had a lot of big trades throughout the season and throughout the year. I think that biggest one that surprised me was that the Bills were in first place.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
The NFC North the NFC doesn't really surprise me with their top people.
Although it kind of surprises me that the Falcons are in last place, though. Normally, they're a pretty good team.
Yeah. But correct me if I'm wrong, I think they might have had a big trade this year, too.
They probably did.
Because there was quite a few big trades going on in the NFL. Well, Deshaun Watson. Whoa. There you go. Here's some players for you, Holmes. Alright, so yeah, that's just kind of an idea of what you guys will see us talking about. We may do some sports talk. We may do some, real life talk. So this one's kind of mostly going to be boring because we don't really have a set idea of what we're talking about this episode.
No, we're kind of talking random.
This is pretty much just like an introduction / like I titled it, random talk because we don't really know what to talk about right now. So we were we filmed part of this before, but we kind of stopped. But Jamie was in the middle of telling her favorite childhood memory, which if you would like to go over that again, you can go for it.
Yeah. I have like several childhood memories. In fact, I'm probably going to change my favorite memory.
Okay.
Because it's kind of a sad, but I laugh now, but people think it's not really that funny. Because, but I have another story. When I was a kid growing up, my mom had a daycare. It was the second longest running daycare in Negaunee, and she I was riding my bike outside with one of her daycare kids, and my brother had a half pipe sitting by the tree.
It's a half pipe.
Yeah, skateboard ramp.
Half pipe.
Yeah.
Not pike.
Oh. Half pipe. Skateboard ramp. Cause he
Half
was.
pipe. You can keep going. Yeah.
He was big into like skateboarding and stuff, so he had a full skateboard ramp and the half pipe. And
he had that in his yard.
Yeah, we had that in the backyard.
Okay.
So me and her daycare kid, I think his name was Eric, we decided to start up at the top of the trail because my parents have a four-wheeler trail that goes through their backyard.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were riding our bike down the trail, and like we were just doing little tiny bunny hops off the like the the side of it, and the last time I went down, like I went up. I don't know, I was pedaling like so fast, but I went up and I went like somehow went off the very top of it, and I came down on my my side, still on my bike, and like I had scrapes like all down both my legs, my elbows, my arms, and like I just remember like thinking, what the hell did I just do?
Yeah.
It was like it was just fun, and
Those things are fun. I love riding half pipes and skateboarding stuff. So you'd say that was your favorite childhood memory?
one of them, yeah.
Okay. All right. So my favorite childhood memory. As Jamie said, I have many, many childhood memories.
Oh my gosh, I think she has more childhood memories than I do.
One of
and
them,
I'm older.
yeah, one of them, which is pretty bold and daring, but my friend Caitlin and I, we decided to go swimming in the middle of March, and there was still ice out in the lake because I grew up on St. Mary's River, so I guess it wasn't a lake, but I grew up on the St. Mary's River, and outside of our house there was a ton of ice still, and we decided to go out there and go swimming, which my mom didn't believe that we would actually go do it, but I said, just watch, I will go do it. And so we decided to run down to the water. We only had shorts on and a t-shirt, and decided to run down to the water, and we dove into the lake or to the river, and I swam over to like this ice chunk that was over on the side of the riverbank, and I decided to jump off of that little ice chunk. So I was just sitting out there diving in the water in the middle of March, freezing cold. Surprised I didn't catch pneumonia or something because it was so cold. And we ran all the way back up to the house, got warm, sat by the fire. And that would honestly be one of my favorite memories because everyone thinks I'm so stupid when I tell them that, which I was at the time. But yeah, we have a ton of stories to tell you guys. We could do like a full story time video. But yes, Jamie is going to be my co-host for this whole series. We don't know how many episodes we're going to do.
We may do like...
This may be our only one, honestly. Who knows?
Who knows? We may end up doing 5. We may end up doing 10.
Yeah.
We don't know.
We're just playing around with it.
We're having fun.
Yeah, and we hope you guys enjoy it. You might not, you might, who knows. We're going to try to keep them under 30 minutes because we know you guys probably don't want to listen to us for a full hour. But I think that is all we're going to do for this episode. We enjoyed doing it. It's fun just sitting here talking to each other. And
we may even play a little game next time.
Yeah, well, we had a couple ideas. Like maybe we would do like Would You Rather at the end, and you guys can answer with us in the comments. Or, we might do a where we draw out of a hat different ideas of questions to ask each other, and you have to answer it truthfully. Or it might even be a dare.
Yeah.
We might do a truth or dare kind of thing. So, and we are going to keep this obviously family friendly. It's going to be just kind of fun talk, but if there is a serious topic that maybe it's just more for older people to listen to, we will let you guys know in the beginning, because depending on the topic that we will talk about, because we may get deep with this, we may talk a little bit about anxiety, depression, things like that. So,
which we've both been dealing with a lot. Sorry.
But yeah, so we're probably going to talk about that, and we're going to kind of dive deeper into, normal human, feelings and emotions and things that we all go through. And, we're just kind of going to hopefully be able to dive deeper. We hope you guys want to listen to those. If you guys ever want us to do kind of a tech kind of podcast where we talk about the new technology that's coming out or that's out right now, we could do that. What else would you like to add?
Whatever kind of topic you guys want us to hear, or oh my god,
Want to hear,
just let us know in the comments, and we will try our best to cover as many topics as you guys want us to, or as we can.
Yeah, so we're really excited to get this going, and I think we are going to cut it off here. We hope you guys enjoyed this little podcast of episode number 1. Sorry it wasn't as vibrant or interesting. We are also filming this at 8:30 at night, so we're a little tired. We did a lot of traveling today, but yeah, check out our YouTube channel. We're going to have a couple videos coming up this coming week. They're mostly going to be vlogs. So, yeah, go check those out. Keep checking us out on the podcast. We hope you guys enjoy. And thanks for listening. What would you like to say, Jamie?
We might even do I maybe even might do I've been trying to sell her stuff, so maybe I might even we could do something like that where we talk about, what we're selling and
yeah. Okay, so anyways, go check out our YouTube channel, JNS Best Friends. Go check us out on our Instagrams, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, whatever you guys want to follow us on. Check out some of our photography. We both have photography pages on Instagram. So, yes, I'm doing a shameless plug right now, but go check us out, and we hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and we will talk to you guys in the next one. So, peace out, guys.
peace out.